Hi YouTube, it's Lindsay and this is my 34-week pregnancy update. Today is Monday, October 24th, 2011, and I am 34 weeks and 2 days pregnant today. So first of all, I just want to say, Melissa, that I hope everything went well with your CerClaw surgery today. I was thinking about you. I'm sure it went fine and that little Vince is just fine, and I think you're 36 weeks, so hopefully he'll stay put for like another week so you can make it to full term, but I'm sure everything went just fine for you. But I just want to let you know that I was thinking about you. So then today, this morning, we had our 34-week doctor's appointment because at this point we are going every week. So let's talk about weight gain. Remember how last week I said that I had only gained 4.5 pounds this whole pregnancy? Well, I guess you can now say that they officially doubled their pregnancy weight gain in 1 week. Yep, me. How horrible is that? That's disgusting. I gained 4.5 pounds in 1 week. Gross. So my total weight gain now is 9 pounds, which still I know isn't that bad, but to double it in 1 week was a pretty big shock, and I almost started crying when I saw that this morning on the scale. But my doctor didn't say anything about it, so I'm not too concerned. I'm just going to try and eat more healthy this week, even though I don't think I was that bad last week, but I know most of it was me, and, you know, he probably maybe gained half a pound last week, so it's just depressing. That's all. Pity party, I guess. My blood pressure was a little elevated this week compared to last week. Last week it was 122/80, and this week it was 122/84. So not that big of a change, and they're still totally fine with where it's at. But once you hit the 140/90 is kind of when it gets scary. So hopefully, since I've got a little over a month left at most, I mean, who knows, but hopefully it won't creep up into that scary area with the medicine that I'm on. I had another NST today, and that went really well. They hooked me up for half hour maybe, and I got everything that they needed. He was, his heartbeat was ranging anywhere from like 130 to 150, I think, which I think is perfect. I didn't have any contractions while I was there, and I really want to have a contraction while I was there because I feel that they think that I'm lying when I'm saying that I'm having all these contractions, because I really am, though. Like last Friday, I almost called, and I think I had, in just a little over an hour, I had 4 pretty big ones and 2 like smaller ones. So I told my doctor that, and we talked about, you know, other contractions and stuff. And then I told her that I had a dream about her checking me for dilation this morning, which I did. It was really weird. There was like a whole big parade, and it was this big ordeal thing, and they were like wheeling me across like a college campus to like be checked for dilation. Like, it's this big celebration thing. Really bizarre. But she's like, well, let's check you. You know, you said you were having contractions and stuff. So I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, let's just, you know, go ahead and take a look. Okay, was not anticipating having to do that today, so she probably got a little bit more than she bargained for, if you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm sure she's used to that. But so I did get checked. I just thought it was going to be the most uncomfortable thing, but it really wasn't too bad. Like, I mean, yeah, it was uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful or anything. Which was good. But I'm not dilated at all. My cervix is soft, though, so there's a little progress down there, which is good, but not too much. And she said he's still high, which I do kind of have trouble believing because he feels very low to me, and if he goes any lower, I feel it's just going to fall right out. So when he does really drop and engage, I don't know what that's going to feel like. I'm a little nervous for that. And then, I have an high-risk doctor's appointment then on Thursday, so we're going to get another ultrasound. So hopefully we'll get pictures this week, but if he's anything like his dad, he doesn't like getting his picture taken, so he's going to hide his face again. So, yeah, I'm not holding my breath that we're going to get any other pictures, but we do have that appointment on Thursday. So the other symptoms that I've had this week, I'm still sitting at this couch pretty much all the time, as much as I can. I did eat my lunch at the regular table this afternoon, and that was a huge mistake. So yeah, that sucks. I paid for that. It's not, my back pain isn't too bad right now, but I just need to pretend that that side of my house does not exist at all, and then just do everything here at this table with my little TV tray that I have set up because it's so much more comfortable. And then I have this really weird feeling last week. I had it 2 or 3 times, and it was kind of like a contraction, but it was only under my boobs, like kind of right by my ribs. So it was really weird, and it lasted like a contraction, and it kind of basically took my breath away. Like, I mean, I could talk through it and everything, so it wasn't like super, super painful or anything, but it was very strange. I hadn't had anything like that before. So I told my doctor about that when we were talking about the contractions and stuff, and she didn't seem too worried about it. She was like, yeah, that happens. So I was like, okay. And then I think since last week, I've taken Tums twice for heartburn, so nothing too bad, and 2 or 3 of them will get rid of it right away. So I'm not complaining too bad about the heartburn, but it is something that I'm dealing with. And then, sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. Other things that happened this week. This evening, I made my first freezer meal, and I put a picture of it on my blog. I didn't put the recipe on it, but if you want to check it out, I'll put the link below so you guys can check it out. I made the chicken black bean chili from the Weight Watchers website, or from the Weight Watchers cookbook. It turned out really well. We had some for dinner, and then we froze the rest of it. It was really, really good. So if you are looking to make stuff, I highly suggest looking at the Weight Watchers website, or Weight Watchers cookbook. They have a lot of really good stuff in there. And then we put a mattress pad on our bed, so in case my water breaks, we don't ruin the mattress. And it's kind of disgusting because, like, we put the sheet like over the mattress pad, but like you can hear it, and it kind of just feels like you're sleeping in a hospital bed. But I guess it's better than having my water break everywhere and not, you know, and then having to clean that all up off of the mattress. I think only like something like 30% of people actually like have their water break before they go to the hospital, but just in case, we put that on there. So like I said, it's kind of gross sleeping on it now. Oh well. All of his laundry is done. We are completely up to date with it. Between now and when he's born, we'll probably get a few more things that need to be washed, but we'll either just wait and wash them when we have, you know, another full load of his stuff after he gets here, or just throw it in with our stuff. You know, we're using the same detergent with his clothes that we are with ours. We're just using the kind that doesn't have any fragrances or dyes in it, so I'm not concerned about that. But for now, we are completely up to date. Everything's been put away, and that felt so good to get that completely checked off our list this weekend. Pediatrician visit. We were supposed to have that last Friday for one that we scheduled, and they ended up rescheduling it on us, which kind of sucks, so it's going to be this Friday. Hopefully that's not like a trend with this office. I'm kind of nervous that it might be, but you know, we'll go and we'll meet with them and figure it out. But I was a little disappointed that they had to reschedule that on us. Oh, and then I pre-registered with the hospital, which was exciting. I just did it online. It was a real quick form to fill out, you know, just basic stuff. So when we go, they'll have all of our information, so we won't have to fill that out when we're there. And then if you guys did check out my blog, again, I'll put a link down below. We did a maternity photo shoot this past weekend, and we just did it ourselves. I have a tripod, so we brought that, and we brought some props and stuff like that, and just had a fun time at Forest Preserve by our house. And I don't have like a fancy camera or anything. This is just the camera that I have. It's a Canon G10, so it's like a step below the like DSLR cameras, but it works pretty well, you know, for what we were able to do with it. I thought they turned out really well. So yeah, you can check those out. I think if we had like done an actual photo shoot with like a real photographer and stuff, we would have gotten way more like good photos. But we got a few really good ones that I was pretty pleased with that we'll be able to put around our home. So that was kind of fun. And then, oh, one kind of sad thing, my dad probably will not be here when I give birth, so that kind of sucks. He's going to be in Las Vegas from like the 8th of November to like the 14th of November. He's getting married, so, and that was, planned way before, we got pregnant or anything. And we were planning on going and everything, and we were going to kind of do that as our honeymoon too, because we never took one. But, I'll be full term at that point, so we're not going. And then, so he'll be home for about a week, and then I think he leaves again on the 22nd to December 4th or something like that for a business trip. So, and I'm thinking I'll probably go sometime in between the 22nd and the 4th. Well, obviously, if he doesn't come in the week that my dad's here, he's going to come when he's gone. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. He doesn't have a choice on going to on his business trip. So, oh well, not much I can do about it. Just hopefully, I hope that my dad could be there. So I hope I give birth, between the time they are in Las Vegas and him going to on his business trip. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I will talk to you guys next week. I'm not going to do a belly shot because it's pretty comical having to watch me get up and down out of this couch. So I don't need that recorded on film. So I will talk to you guys next week for week 35. Bye.